Am I audible? Aman? Anjali? Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many students are there in your class? Rishabh?
16.
How many students?
16. 16.
16.
Hi, my name is Alex and I'm an English teacher. Can we begin?
So let's wait for 4 more minutes so that everyone can join. So everyone present in data mining group, is there anyone left who is not present in the group? Anjali, reply. Anjali, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Neha Tiwari left.
Neha Tiwari is not there in the group.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
I don't know, ma'am. Ankit left that group.
And where is Ankit? He is not in the meeting yet.
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay. Mohammad Anam, am I properly audible to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm audible.
Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So before starting the class, I would like to tell you that for each and every class, first we'll take the 30 minutes to explanation of the contents, and last 10 minutes I will ask the query about the same sessions to any of you. Okay. I will call the name and you have to unmute yourself and you have to reply me. Okay. So in every class we'll go through the same pattern. So I think your CR is not there in the meeting yet, but as the time passes, we have to start the lecture. The subject which I am going to teach you is one of the elective subject which is previously taken by Dr. Ravin Singh, and now I will take this subject. The name of the subject is your data mining, and you will get the syllabus from the website. In your course structure syllabus book, we have an elective paper that is data mining. The subject code may be 532 or something else. So in this subjects, we'll talk about data mining, and I hope you go through one of the subject that is database management system, in which we have a talk about, some teacher will teach you about that database management system, in which you have studied about the data and the management system, like various queries that can be used to process the data. Okay, so there are slight difference in both the subjects. The mining part is basically in which the data is exactly not known to you. You are extracting some information that is previously unknown to you. What we are doing in database management system, we are writing some SQL queries, we build some tables, and what we do, we write some commands to extract the data, and that data will exactly extract it to us. We just write the exact queries and that exact data will come to us. But sometimes it happens, you required some additional information. It means you required some intelligent information. For that intelligent information, you need some machine learning algorithm. By applying those algorithms to the data, which is previously stored to you, you will extract some patterns or the relationship between the data. And that relationship or pattern, useful patterns, are basically done with the help of data mining. This is the field in which we will extract some previously unknown information. So there is a clear difference between data and information. Data is your exact raw values, and information is your useful data, or you can say meaningful data or processed data. Okay, so that information basically depend upon different things. Like suppose in a table, if I stored, suppose I am creating a table of your class. So what are the possible fields of your class? Like serial number, roll number, name of the student, address of the student, date of birth of the students, maybe grades of the students, and something else. Okay, so there can be lots of fields or the lots of data that can be attached to a single student. Okay, now suppose I want to identify which student's age lie between 18 to 20. Okay, then what happened? What I do, I will take a date of birth field and I can extract that information. So that information is exactly not stored somewhere. Okay, but what we are doing, from the field of date of birth, we can extract those information that which are the students which lie in the age group from 18 to 20. Okay, so similarly, we can find out which students resides in a particular hostel. Okay, so we can find out the information by using the address field, and we can find out those students which rely on a particular hostel. So there can be a different kind of queries. Like we have some information, and it depends upon the purpose that what we are extracting. Okay, so depending upon the purpose and what we are extracting, we can write different SQL queries to get the exact data. But if exact data is not stored, then what we'll do, we'll apply some machine learning algorithm, and this is the process of data mining. And we also call it knowledge discovery in databases, because we are extracting some useful knowledge from it. So in some books, you will find that KDD and data mining, both the terms are used interchangeably. For the both, some of the writers, these two terms are very frequent, or you can say a synonym to each other. That KDD is the knowledge discovery in database, and your data mining are synonymously uses in all the books. But what happened? Data mining is one of the stage of the KDD, in which we are doing the discovery part. That stage is called KDD. In your first unit, we will have complete detail of KDD. Then we will discuss how the KDD and data minings are interrelated to each other. So this is the first class that is related to introduction. Your unit 1 is your what is learning. So before learning, first look at what is data mining. So data mining is the process of extracting and discovering patterns in large data sets, involving method as an intersection of machine learning, statistics, and database system. What does we mean by all these terms? First, we'll talk about the large data set. The large data sets means we have data warehouses actually. The one you have created is your database, like certain information of which is collected into certain form of tables is called your database. Or you can say information that is related to particular organization, particular class, or maybe particular field is called your database. But large databases means we'll talk about the data warehouses, in which we are storing the data of certain years, like 5 years, 10 years back. Because if we are extracting patterns, we can find, we are not able to find those patterns into certain tables. We need lots of data to find the patterns. If we'll talk about the stock exchange, for example, stock exchange, what happened in the stock exchange? Suppose a share of Maruti, we have to find out what is the share of Maruti in upcoming month. So for that purpose, we need to track the previous information of the share of the Maruti in previous years. Like in 2001, what will be the share? In 2002, what will be the share? In 2004, what will be the share? So what are the exact prices of the share in these years? And what is the variation we can see in these years? Suppose I'm tracking the data of 10 years, and we can find out that during the months of March, the share of the Maruti is down. We can link it like that because it is the end of the financial year and nobody is able to purchase the cars. So in that month, we'll have a drop of the share. and the suppose in the month of October we have a rise of the Maruti share, like that is the festival period in Dussehra and Diwali, most of the people buy the cars, so it is a high time to rise a particular share of that car company. So in this manner we can find out how the information will change, and for extracting those information will need certain methods, and that methods can be machine learning. Like machine learning we'll have neural network, genetic algorithm, and so on. Statics method like regression, linear regression, lasso regression, and all these things. And database systems, like sometimes we can directly extract the data by any means, or by any you can say by any method you can extract the data, and by extracting those data we can have a meaningful information, and that complete process is called your data mining process. Just a minute. Anu, कार की चाबी से कार खोल दो. So this is called your data mining process. So next let's come to how this field comes into existence, how the data mining comes into existence. Actually in the previous years, as you best backtrack in 1980s or 1990s, there is less of the data, but as soon as we have 20s and 21st centuries living, the data is increasing at a very exponential rate. What do we mean by exponential rate? It means every year we have doubles and triples of the data. Like in a particular year, we have this amount of gigabytes. In the next year, we'll have double amount of gigabytes of the data. Similarly, some companies produce a very large amount of data. Okay, so the information or the data is ever increasing. Okay, so how to manage this ever increasing amount of information? For the solution, we'll use the data mining and knowledge discovery databases. Okay, as I told, these are two interchangeable terms. Sometimes you see the data mining and sometimes the knowledge discovery in databases. So all the information that is being created by any of them, maybe the social media sites, maybe the organization, maybe on the internet. So we have a very large amount of data which is available with us. To extract a useful trend or patterns or the relationships between these data will have different kind of methods, and that is the solution of these two, and that is called your data mining or knowledge discovery in databases. Okay. So information as a production factor. Information as a production factor means now information is taken as a growth factor, or you can say production factor of the information. First of all, we'll have to understand that most of the organizations produce more information in a week than many people could read in a lifetime. Like if you talk about a single person, which a person can read information in his total lifetime, a company can grow that information within a week. So you can imagine how many, or you can see the vast amount of the data can be created by a single organization. Okay, for that organization to set up a marketing strategy. Okay, suppose a particular company is producing some item, and to see the growth of, or you can see the market space available for that product, what company needs to do? Company needs to tackle its previous data, like at which month he has a sale at a particular item at which area. Okay, so these kind of interrelated information. What is the interrelation? What we are finding which area is there, like which type of people buying particular product, which is a particular market, what is the age of those customers we are buying. You can see lots of online sites, like we have Amazon, Flipkart. What all these sites are doing, they are extracting our personal information, they are extracting our personal interest. If you particularly visit those sites and if you search for a particular item, suppose I am searching for a particular item and particular dress, Then what they are doing, if I'm searching for another thing, but they are continuously giving the ad of those items to me. So they are creating the interest of people into those things. And from where they are doing? They are doing from our personalized search. Suppose I'm creating a data, my purchase history is with them. What type of item I'm continuously purchasing with that site. What are my personal informations, like they are tracking our social media's accounts and all these things. So suppose if you are exploring, extracting, what we are saying, if you are browsing, actually if you are browsing a kind of news, then all the recommendation of similar kind of news is with you on the next time. So all they are doing, they are extracting the data, and by applying some algorithm, they are finding the interest and giving you some information. Okay. So we have the data mining motivation. Data mining motivation is like that. It's mechanical production of data needs mechanical consumption of data. It means we have creating lots and lots of data. Large data set databases is equals to vast amount of information, and difficulty lies in the accessing it. Because what happened when we have some data in a structured format, some data is in unstructured format. So depending upon the need of the extraction, we'll have to store the data in a particular format, and then we can able to extract the relevant information. And that relevant information is not exactly lie with the fields. You have to think and you have to generate it, and then you can find out. Like I want to give an example. As I'm telling you, suppose there's a company which are selling some products. uh, you cannot write the SQL queries, because sometimes if I'm talking about the higher management, like in every organizational structure will have a GM. Suppose a GM asks to the company, like what is the selling of in the month of January, and what is the selling of this product in the month of April, and now he can compare these two, and he can find out in which month we have a high sell of that particular data. The next time he want to know that which age group is particularly this product. Okay, so now he can find that we have a age group of very young people and we have the age group of very old people. So they are purchasing more this product, and middle age group people are not purchasing that product. So you can see, as the mind of the GM changes continuously, the query will changes continuously, and each and every time you need certain data set which is exactly not stored, but by the help of your field you can extract those data sets. And these all, you can say, these are the previously hidden information. It depends upon, so these are the query from a particular person, but same times a middle manager can ask different queries and can find out the different data. So all these queries can be solved with the help of your data mining field. Okay. So we'll stop at this. Now I will call your names, and you have to tell me what I'm asking to each and everyone. Okay. So first is Ankit Pal. Unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between data and information, Ankit?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between data and information? Ankit, you are not audible to me.
मैम क्लास में लेट ज्वाइन हुआ था.
Akash Katyar.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between data and information?
Data, ma'am, like a value, extended value, information like a student information.
Like a
किसी के बारे में जानकारी देना मैम इंफॉर्मेशन कहलाएगी. Students, roll numbers.
so student roll number. Suppose I am storing your roll number, like your roll number is 01. So it is the data or it is the information?
It is information, ma'am.
How? So all the students, why your roll number is designed in this manner, 19MC01, 19MC02, because it's a kind of information. Your batch is 19, you are a MCA student, MC is there, and 01 is your roll number. Okay, so we can find out he is the first student. He is the first student from MCA first year, 19 batch. So you are designed. Your roll number is designed in such a manner that we can understand which batch you are belonging to, you are MC or BTech student, and what is your serial number. Okay, so if we write 19MC01, this is the information. If we just write 01, this is a data, because it is just a number. Okay, 1 2 3 is just a number. Everyone getting it? Akash,
Yes, ma'am.
now you got the point.
Yes, ma'am.
Pragya Soni,
Yes, ma'am. Good
why
morning,
we
ma'am.
need good morning. Why we need data mining?
Ma'am, we need data mining just to extract the informations and ma'am, information extract करने के लिए जो large मतलब मैम जो हमारे पास डेटा होता है मैम लार्ज अमाउंट में होता है मैम, उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए उसे प्रोसेस में कैसे मतलब रॉ में कन्वर्ट करना है डेटा को, इसलिए.
Okay, Ashu Rani. Ashu, unmute yourself. Ashu Rani. Anjali, you unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by large databases? Anjali,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you mean by large databases?
Ma'am, that database which contain a large amount of data.
What do you mean by that?
मैम कोई कंपनी लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा रखती है, उसको मतलब डेटा माइनिंग का यूज करके हम लोग उससे इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करते हैं.
Okay, Mohammed Tariq, unmute yourself. Mohammed Tariq. Mohammed Anam.
Yes, ma'am.
What is data mining?
Ma'am, data mining. Ma'am, data mining is defined exacting information from the huge data. In मतलब मैम ऐसे कह सकते हैं हम मतलब कि data mining is the procedure to mining the knowledge from the data, and the information knowledge is extracted, so we can use the data for market analysis and production controls for, and some like fraud detections is the application of the data mining. Matlab, ma'am, is basically extracting information
Okay,
from the
fine,
huge
fine,
data.
Fine, okay. Mohammed Tariq. Mohammed Tariq, unmute yourself. Prince Yadav. Prince, you are not audible. Muhammad Tariq, what is data mining? Rishabh Mishra.
Yes, ma'am.
What is data mining?
Data mining, ma'am. Data mining is a process used by companies that turn raw data into useful information, ma'am.
Okay. Shailendra Maheshwari,
Yes, ma'am.
what is data mining?
Ma'am, it is a process of extracting and discovering patterns in large data involving methods just like we use in facial recognition or and in many things we use
What example you told?
like OpenCV. मैम जस्ट टू एक्सट्रैक्ट डेटा जैसे मैम जैसे मेन फ्रेम्स कंप्यूटर्स होते हैं तो उसमें डेटा
Okay,
सेव
we
होते
are
हैं
not
हमारे
extracting data.
तो
We are
मैम
extracting information. Okay.
हाँ हाँ यस यस
Okay. So there is a clear difference, na? Never say we are extracting data. We are extracting information. Sudha.
Yep.
Sudha,
Yes, ma'am.
unmute your- what is data mining?
यस मैम
What is data
मैम
mining?
जैसे कि डेटा माइनिंग मैम जैसे कि जो बिग डेटा होता है मैम इसको स्टोर करते वायर हाउसेस में तो मैम इसको जैसे कि डेटा को एक्सट्रैक्ट जैसे कि हमें डेटा को लेना है मतलब कि छांटना है मींस कि माइन करना है मतलब कि डिफरेंस बताना है मतलब ऐसे।
Okay. Ashu Rani. Anyway, some of the students who are not giving answers to me, na, I will mark those names. Okay. Acha, this is the books which is used for your unit 1. Okay. So if it's Peter Edison and Dolph Zenting, this is the reference is also given in your syllabus. Okay. So you can download this book if you'll find the PDF of this book. Otherwise, I will send a PDF of this book to you. Okay. So your first chapter is designed with this book. If anybody want to purchase it, it is available on Amazon. He can purchase. Actually, your syllabus is designed with lots of books. Okay, so we'll consider Peter Edison. Then for some topic, we'll consider Hannon Campbell. For some topic, I will consider Arun K. Pujari. So whenever I'm teaching you any topic, I will tell you from which book I have taken this particular topic. Okay, so that you can find out those topic in that books. Actually, this is quite difficult for all of you to arrange all these books because library is closed now and you guys are at your home. So I will provide you the material so that you can learn from his books. Okay. So your first chapter from Peter Edison. If anybody find the PDF of this book, also share with me also. Okay. अगर किसी को मिल जाता है नेट पे तो प्लीज शेयर विद मी आल्सो. ओके, सो दैट्स ऑल विद टुडेज लेक्चर. विल मीट टुमारो एट 9 एंड और आप लोग प्लीज जो है थोड़ा अरेंज करके इसको पढ़ लीजिएगा और एट द एंड ऑफ द यूनिट आई विल शेयर द पीपीटी विद यू. ओके, so now I'm going to end the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.
So one more thing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ankit, unmute yourself. Ankit Pal.
यस मैम.
आप ना
यस मैम.
हाँ सुन रही हूँ. आप ना अंकित इसका स्नैपशॉट ले लीजिएगा अटेंडेंस का, ठीक है, और डेली ग्रुप में ना शेयर कर दीजिएगा डेट के साथ. ठीक है, एक स्नैपशॉट लेकर डेट के साथ शेयर कर दीजिएगा रोज अटेंडेंस का ना.
ओके मैम.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank